everybody. Welcome to SeraCast. This is episode 8.
I know, it's gone really quickly.
Yeah, we are well into season 2 already. We planned for 12 episodes. So probably starting next week, we're going to have some information coming out about our season finale, which is going to be really exciting. But for today, welcome. I am Delicate Bee Flower. And sitting here to my right is...
Kess Crystal.
And we are the co-owners of Seraphim.
We are.
Yes.
See, Dale has to say it now because I can't be trusted to get it right.
Kess sometimes doesn't really know what she does here, and that's okay. So make sure you're checking us out. If you're watching this, we kind of assume you know what Seraphim is, but maybe you don't. Check us out. We are the premier shopping resource for Second Life users. You can also like and subscribe to YouTube, follow us on our socials, make sure you're hitting the bell on the YouTube videos because that will notify you every time new content is dropped, and we are dropping a lot of content these days.
We got something nearly every day new on the channel, so check that out.
Oh my gosh, that one with Fen that posted this past week. Holy cow, that was hilarious. It was so funny.
I felt a bit guilty, to be fair, sharing all our sex furniture secrets,
but who knows how many like fucky sewing machines you might have sold?
Well, true.
You know,
I bet it's the most popular marketplace search now.
It might be. So if you guys are curious either about Fen's sex life or sewing machines you can fuck on, go listen to last week's episode because it's all right there.
You're doing a great job of not swearing in these.
I didn't think that was still a thing.
It is still a thing, especially quite early on in the show. It's like if we're going to drop F-bombs, it's better if it's embedded in there a bit later on. But it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Apparently you do.
We have a res day in the team this week.
Ooh, I love a res day. Now it gives me an opportunity to sing to them.
Oh, God. I'm going to stop looking these up. Happy res day to Taylor on the 3rd of September. Taylor's res day, so congratulations.
Happy Res Day, Tay. I hope that you have a great day. Are we sure we have the right day for her? Because last time it was her birthday and it was wrong.
Well, it's what's on the list. Her birthday was at August, wasn't it? Beginning of August. Well, it's on the bit of paper. It was on the bit of paper, and they fill out the bit of paper themselves. So
that's true.
I know.
Yeah.
If it's wrong, it's her fault, clearly.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it couldn't possibly be ours, so it must be. Yeah.
So we told you last week that 99 Sale was now a full gallery on Seraphim, and I got to admit, I went and shopped that event this weekend. It was great. It was really, really good. And we are working on getting 2 more weekend events up. One of them will definitely be this week, I believe. So make sure that you're checking out our new weekend event section to see what's new on there.
You guys are going to be so happy.
I am, particularly because it was one of my favorite events.
I know.
I've been watching this and chuckling. You know, you and I like to have a dick.
You and I like to have a dick. Huh. Oh wow, she's killing herself. That could have gone so many different ways. Oh, my phone's listening. Great. I'm so glad my phone. That's what my. Oh, good. Thank you. Now the NSA thinks I need a dick.
They need dick, not a dick. Let's try that again.
Please.
Okay. You and I both like to have a dig at the Zuck, right?
Yeah.
But apparently so do Linden Labs. I don't know if you saw this furore. I'll use that word again.
Fear for Americans.
Mark Zuckerberg posted a picture of his avatar from Horizons or whatever next to a cartoon Eiffel Tower to promote something to do with his failed metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awful. It was like a childlike cartoon. And he got ripped to pieces for it. There was an article in New World Notes, which we'll link. Have you seen this? Have you actually seen the picture?
No, not yet.
So it was the picture on the left-hand side. That's supposed to be appealing to people to go into a virtual reality world.
It looks like a Bitmoji from like a rip-off
Yeah.
Bitmoji. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So anyway, lo and behold, on Second Life's feed on Twitter, they set a Second Life challenge to take a snapshot of your avatar in front of the Eiffel Tower in Second Life.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So now there's on that feed, Strawberry looking a lot better than Mark in front of a much better Eiffel Tower.
Did you see Alexa Linden? Hers
Yeah.
has no legs.
But this is my favorite. Someone made a GIF.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
I love that the sense of humor is back at Linden Lab.
Yeah, I love that they're trolling
Mm-hmm.
Zuck, like we love to as well. I just thought that was brilliant. So, and you can still take part in the challenge. So if you want to go and take a Second Life photo in front of the Eiffel Tower from the Second Life destination list and add it to the Twitter feed, you'll see all the other photos there. I think it's a great bit of trolling.
That's fantastic. So today we're going to be taking a little detour from our normal interviewing schedule.
Yes, I'm excited for this.
You know, we tend to focus on like interviewing others and letting you guys know what other, creators and event organizers and influencers are doing around the grid. Seldom do we ever really turn that around and ask ourselves the deep questions. So today what we're going to do is actually kind of banter back and forth, just me and Kess, ask each other a couple of questions, play a little this or that, because we love that.
We're going to grill the girls.
Grill the girls.
Yeah.
So what do you feel is the biggest challenge in the SL event market right now?
Well, I think the biggest challenge at the moment is there's been a lot going around lately about the deep discount events. Now, we know that shoppers love a discount event. Of course they would. They're getting the items at a cheaper price. And, money is tight for a lot of people right now. There's a cost of living crisis pretty much everywhere in the world. So, of course, people want to be a little bit more frugal. I think the challenge is there is a cycle now that some people are not purchasing items full price at events because they know that they'll be able to get it discounted if they have some patience and wait a few weeks for it to be in one of the discounted weekend events. Now that creates a cycle because it then becomes harder for the full price events to get designers in, because if they're selling less, because they're putting their items in deep discounts events a few weeks later on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little bit concerned for not the big events. They'll always be able to get good name designers to take part in them. But I think for some of the middle range events that are still extremely good quality, it's going to become more and more difficult to recruit designers to take part in those events because shoppers are just getting wise to waiting a while and getting it cheaper.
Oh yeah. There are a lot of times that I'll be talking to friends or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, hey, did you see this outfit? It's like right up your alley. And they'll go, I'll just wait a few weeks. You hear it all the time.
I'll admit myself, there are certain brands that I won't buy from full price now.
Because it's just a couple of weeks. Like you're not waiting 2 years for it to come out.
And I think that's the difference. If it's been a year or even 6 months, I don't mind. But I've seen brands who have finished an event at the end of 1 month, and 2 weeks later, the same item is on discount.
Yeah. And so have the shoppers. The shoppers have seen that, so they know.
And the problem is, it is the full price event owners that are going to pay for this in a way, because like I say, it's going to be harder to recruit designers into their events.
If you had to write a book tomorrow, what would it be about?
I think I would write a children's book, and I would probably do that for my grandson.
Aw, that's sweet.
Because you sent me that letters to your grandchild, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just before he was born. It would probably be along those lines with some of my terrible drawings.
So, this is something that we ask a lot of, in fact, I think everyone that we interviewed so far. What do you think SL is going to look like in 5 years?
I think it will keep improving in graphics terms. I think there will be an app. I think there may not be a browser-based version, but I think there'll be an app version. I think the in-world graphics will continue to improve. I really hope there's more people that the app version does what for Second Life what it did for IMVU. There are potentially a lot of residents out there that are using things like IMVU because they're easier to access. I hope they continue to improve the new residents' experience so that people find it easier to get accustomed to what to do. So much of Second Life is almost like unwritten. It's the etiquette piece. So you can teach them moving around and stuff like that, but the etiquette is so unwritten. It's really hard to teach that kind of stuff. But I'd really like to see more around addressing that. I've always said it's quite interesting when you're at a club and a newbie comes in and they knock you flying because they just walk into people. And I've always said that's because, normally MMOs, you can walk through people. You go play World of Warcraft or Guild Wars, you don't have to walk around people or stay, out of people's social space like you do with Second Life. So it's that kind of stuff that I think that there needs to be some work on, because people do get socially embarrassed by either their avatar or because they've done something that's like not the right thing to do. And if you don't come to SL to feel socially awkward. So I think learning more about the social interactivity side of things and the do's and don'ts and the etiquette would be really helpful for new residents.
It's a cultural thing. I mean, you need to acclimate to a whole new culture.
My turn to ask you questions now.
Ooh.
What is the one thing Seraphim experienced or did that you had never anticipated?
When I first came into Seraphim and then eventually took over as owner after the previous owner had left, the focus was solely on providing the objective service to the shoppers. And that remains our core to this day, is if this does not work for the shoppers, this isn't going to work for Seraphim. So our focus has always been on delivering information. What surprised me, and continues to some degree, is the actual marketing power that Seraphim ends up kind of having at the end of the day, because we remain objective, because we're not, doing things that are shady. We value integrity quite a bit. I think because of that reliability and the comfort that it provides, it's really become this great marketing experience for brands in Second Life. And I didn't anticipate that. Or maybe I thought about it, but I didn't think it would become the powerhouse that it really has. I'm so proud. And it's surprising sometimes. Sometimes somebody tells me something or shows me something that's a direct result of something Seraphim has done. And I'm like, holy cow, like that's amazing that result occurred. It blows me away. You know, here we are bouncing up against 100 million page views.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Right.
Like you said, an in-world resident audience only.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of power. And it's multiplied so much in recent years as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, we all saw that COVID bump, right? Everybody who sold things in SL, who has, used SL, everyone got a bump. And a lot of people have now started to experience the decline, but we haven't. We're still growing.
Yeah, but do you think that decline is more cost of living related than SL related specifically?
No. I think it's a lot easier to justify spending $15 and getting, 40 or 50 hours of entertainment out of it than spending $20 and going to see a movie. Like the things that are continuing to go on in the world through socio-political concerns, much less health concerns, which are still prevalent. People are driving their purchases, their entertainment purchases, more and more and more online. And this is entertainment for a lot of people. I think you're going to put your money where your time is spent. And it's spent here.
So in your opinion, what is the most important personality trait or strength someone would need to work in our industry or to be successful in our job?
Oh, there's like a couple that come to my mind immediately, but I think honestly the thing that you really need is integrity. You need to be someone other people can rely upon and trust. You need to be dependable. You need to be loyal. You need to be, direct and honest. And there's a lot of personality traits that kind of all come in to under the umbrella of integrity. There's a lot of shady stuff that goes on in SL.
Mm-hmm.
There's much more that isn't shady. But it's like the news. You only hear the bad stuff, right? They don't tell you like, everything was fine in your village today. They're like, no, this person was murdered, So we hear the bad things. And I think, like I said, I think there's a lot more good than there is bad or nefarious or malintent. It's just, you could so quickly get lumped in. And we've had our share of conflict over the years. If you've been around a while, you probably know about a lot of it. Because it was not private. Very, very public stuff. But it happens. And the reason, or one of the reasons that we continue to survive is because what we do and what we say is accurate.
Yeah, like you say, we have integrity, we don't lie, we don't bullshit, and we keep receipts.
And we keep receipts.
I mean, that sounds shady, but it's not. It means that we keep, we're professional. We keep accurate records of things that happen so that if there is a conflict, there is a paper trail that, that we can prove that we did what we said we would do, or we didn't do what we said we wouldn't do. That's just business.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that really sets Seraphim specifically as a business apart is that when we have made mistakes, and we have, of course we have gone directly to people and said, this was on us, we messed this up, and we'll make it right.
Yeah.
And we have. So it always kind of flummoxes me when I see or I hear about somebody who's really unhappy with something. I mean, listen, some people, sometimes we have to say no to people, and rejection is never fun. Nobody likes it. But sometimes people are really they feel like they really got a raw deal. And it's like, but How? Like, help us understand so that we can perform better. If there's a gap in our communication, we really need to understand that so that we can close the gap so that people, even if we have to say no, people at least feel validated and important to us. And they don't feel like they got a raw shake, like a bad deal.
So what do you hope SL looks like in 5 years?
You know, so far on the interviews that we've had, everybody has been like, I just hope it's still here. Like, there's this sense of like tentativeness of like any day they could shut the lights off. I don't think that's happening. I don't think there are any lights getting shut off anytime soon. It's been so drilled into us for so long that we're operating on like a shoestring budget here. And I don't think we are, you know, like I think that now, especially, Second Life is very, very well poised to thrive. I agree with you that the barriers to entry and the cultural assimilation is huge. This game is world, whatever you want to call it. It's so complex and multi-layered and so intricate. And it takes a really long time to learn, as opposed to something like Roblox where you could literally create a character and 5 minutes later you're playing. The detail that we all have come to love and appreciate, like you were saying about that video with Zuck earlier, it looks ridiculous. Not the video, the picture, the Eiffel Tower picture.
Yeah,
it looks horrible. And I bet it's easier to learn how to use.
But it's interesting because that video, like, someone has made a more realistic Zuckerberg in SL than Zuckerberg can make on his own platform.
Right. And I bet that's by design, because I bet that it's a lot easier to get that thing to work. We sacrifice ease for detail.
Yeah.
But in this world, meaning SL, we want both. So I think what's actually going to happen is at some point, there's going to be kind of a split between new users and OG users, where the new users have a much easier experience, but it's a lot less dense.
Yeah.
And then the OG users, kind of like us, have, you know, what we have now. We continue to have this. So that's my thought. I'm not sure how they're going to marry those or integrate them, but that's what I foresee happening, is kind of having a double experience in Second Life.
They should come and ask us. We've got it all sorted.
I know.
So, this or that round. Am I going first?
It doesn't matter to me.
Trivia night or board game night?
Board game night.
Tulips or sunflowers?
Tulips.
Paperback book or hardcover book?
I'm going to have to go hardcover.
Credit or cash?
Credit.
Call or text?
Oh, text. 1,000%. Don't call me. I'm not interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay. Long hair or short hair?
Short hair.
Sedan or SUV?
I don't know what a sedan is.
A car. A car
yeah, but what
or
type
SUV?
of car? Oh, car. Right. SUV.
Instagram or Twitter?
Twitter.
Be known as clever or to be known as driven?
Clever.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
You're only saying that because it's hot as balls out there right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not a summer person at all. In order, my favorite seasons are autumn, spring, winter, summer.
I don't think I've ever ranked seasons. Mine would be fall, spring, summer, winter.
Yeah, so just the last two change. I knew you'd be a summer person.
Yeah.
I mean, you live in Florida. Can you imagine if you were a winter person living in Florida?
I mean, yeah. I left Chicago. I never want to shovel again. That's my goal in life. So it is time for the opinion. Jesus
Christ. I think I've closed the script. Hold on. No. Yes. Wrong. Oh my God, I've got so many things open. So we asked, oh no, got to do the opinion. The views and opinions expressed in this segment are those of Seraphim team members individually and do not necessarily reflect the position or official policies of SeraphimSL.com. Any content provided during the editorial section of this podcast is not intended to malign anyone or anything. Interestingly enough, I nearly chose a bad unicorn item this week, but Sophia did. So Sophia is our team member of the week for choosing an item of the week, and she chose a slightly older item because she's been using this for a couple of months. But it's the Paradox Apartment Skybox by Bad Unicorn. She said it's available in the building section of their main store. It is a sci-fi skybox bedroom with PG and adult versions available. The PG version is 599 linden and the adult is 799 linden. She said that the favourite thing about this apartment is all the atmospheric lights and the ambience is dark, which makes the lights look beautiful. It has dim lights on the window with a great view of a futuristic city and some pouring rain. There's TV screens, laptops. They cast beautiful purple and bluish shadows around the room. It's very cozy and goes well with like lo-fi playlists that when she's spending some time there vibing with the aesthetic. It also has a very reasonable land impact fitting smaller land areas, and it's only 50 land impact.
Wow.
It does look really good.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That comes with so much stuff. My favorite find of this week is from soy. I've really been feeling soy a lot lately.
Not literally, I hope.
No.
There's laws against that.
I don't even know them. Listen, I was never there. At the 50 this round, which I know you love the 50.
Yes, I do.
They have a set of 3 hanging succulents. And which I swear to God, like every time I do this, I'm like, I wish I could res those in real life. I really do. They're so cute. They're 2 land impact each. The hook is removable, which is really nice. So you could like resize the string that it's hanging down from and stuff, which, no 2 houses are the same height. So it's really, really nice. You can remove the hook. It is copy, mod, no transfer. The set of all 3 of the hanging succulents is $210. They're so cute.
I bought them.
Yeah.
You'd be unsurprised to know that it was practically the first thing I bought when I got in there.
0%. 0% surprise.
Yeah. So my find of the week is Heartsdales Jewelry's Gacha at the arcade, which is celebrating its 10th anniversary and opened yesterday. Their machine is 50 linden per play, so it's, one of the lower priced ones. And I love big jewelry.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You uncles can't deny.
I'm wearing one of the rare sets of earrings now, but it comes with, there's some bracelets, there's chokers, there's necklaces, there's earrings. It's a mix of like big glam pieces, but with a bit of a sort of boho ethnic feel to them as well, which I absolutely adored. You can obviously play the machine at 50 linden a pop, and they will be no copy items, but there is a fat pack available. There's 1,500 lindens for everything copy mod. There's resizers and stuff in. None of the items are rigged, so you can make them smaller, bigger, edit them and stuff. They're just really pretty set.
Awesome.
Okay, so on September the 5th, the Calheen Erica Body Fair is opening. Now, I'm really excited for this because Del, you and I both have a Calheen Erica body, but thus far, I don't wear it as often as I wear my Legacy because I don't have as many outfits for it.
Exactly.
So I am going to be shopping this event big time.
It's a great body.
It really is. The amount of all the things you normally have to buy as add-ons for your body are included in the Calheen body. So it comes with genitals. You know, it's got a really nice look to it. Lots of different shapes, lots of
Kess is primarily
deformers
concerned
and
about the
add-ons.
genitals.
It's very important. But I mean, look.
I don't want to look at your
everybody's got-
genitals.
They're exactly the same as yours when you're wearing going. Twinny fannies.
Oh, God. I don't need to be twinning on my vag, though. I'm good. I'm good with having my own. My vag likes autonomy.
Vaginal autonomy. Can I change the answer to my book title? It's not a kid's book now. It's a book called Vaginal Autonomy.
Yes, you can. Vaginal Autonomy by Kess Smith.
So yeah, we're both, I think, really excited to see that event, and we are very lucky that Calheen have given us a super prize this week. There is a separate video though to enter. You don't enter on this video. We're giving away across all the Seraphim social media platforms 12 Calheen bodies over the next week. To enter, you go to the main post on the Seraphim website, and from there you can link through to the 6 different ways you have to enter this contest. You can enter on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on the site itself, on YouTube, on the separate video that we'll also link in the description. So you've got 6 chances to win one of 12 Calheen bodies. So good luck.
Good luck. You guys are really going to like them. You really are. It's a good body.
Yeah, it's a really good body. Okay, I think that's it from us for this week. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed.
What are we doing? Who are you? Are you the co-owner? What do you do?
I've got to put my teeth in.
Did you just say I have to put my teeth in?
I don't. They are all my own teeth.
Yeah, because you bought them. Like when people go, these are my boobs, because I bought them.
Right, thank you for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed our episode 8 of SeraCast. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell. That's really important so that you get updated every time we upload content to the YouTube channel. And good luck in our contest.
Good luck. And we will see you guys on Monday at the Outlet Live, 9 a.m. SLT. And we will be back here next Friday for the next SeraCast episode 9. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye for now.
Bye.